And gentlemen, there are a lot of questions people are asking there, and I would refer them to the remorseful questions, which as of now, as you're speaking, they lacked answers. These are the questions that majority of people are also grappling with. Most of the naysayers and IMR supporters. The reason as to why it's because they cannot understand Cleo Bony. I don't want to delve much of what Cleo Bony really came to do in Kenya, because that one has already been elaborated and explained to apologize. Some are saying Cleo Bony is cloud chasing. Cleo Bony wants to belong. Whether he wants to cloud chase, or belong, that one is not the issue that we are going to delve in. At the moment, we just must answer the question, the remorseful question that people are asking that really lacked answers. And what are the questions? It is the question when Cleo Bony came out clearly on the attack of the positive reactors. These things has caused jitters. Secondly, he also called JT Podcast to be a hater and contemplated of walking out of the interview, because JT Podcast was also outsmarted. No question that Cleo Bony answered. Yet Cleo Bony decided to own that interview and asked several questions to JT Podcast. Then the interview itself never meant to achieve the purpose why he was there in the first beginning. Thirdly, why was JT Podcast hellbent to force to the throttle of Cleo Bony, full throttle, on how they wanted to defame MR? Because the question ensued about a beggar, that if Cleo Bony has ever come close to a beggar in this YouTube street. Those are the questions that we really need to dig deep so that I highlighted. The reasons as why I'm asking you this question is we want really to know and we really want to answer people questions. Perhaps let's watch the video below.
Questions are full of violence.
No. These are just questions that people want to know. You know, these are the questions that people want to know.
I know what you're gonna ask.
People,
like, you gonna say, bro, I think your channel is one of the.
You haven't heard about any other beggar.
I'm going, bro.
Sit down.
You're a beggar.
You haven't heard about any other beggar in the world in this YouTube street.
Beggar, you're a hater. You're a what? What?
You let your microphone. Wait, is begging bad?
Begging.
If I go live and tell people I need some money, send me some money, I need to do ABC.
There's a difference between you and IMR, bro.
You already know where I'm going.
No, you are begging. You are begging for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you are begging to enrich yourself. That's corruption.
Well,
Africa is full of corruption, but other people, they beg to breach the ways to build other people's houses.
For instance, who is more of begging to enrich?
Now, I don't want to talk about anything like that. I'm here to try and understand. I'm a tourist. I want to see good people, how people behave, how people enjoy their lives, how people live their lives. Do they get jobs? Where do they sleep? I'm still confused. I'm still confused what's going on in this country. Yeah. But the good people, the good Kenyans. So we're still running. We're gonna be together one day. Africa will unite.
Yeah.
Yes. I've lost a lot of people. I've lost my ex-girlfriend on training. I've lost the lady M. Caro from Egypt. I've lost a lot of people. I've lost a lot of people in my life, but I'm still trying to build myself up again.
Losing them in what way? Because they're still alive. What do you mean you lost them?
No, I know what you're getting. Elaboration, actually. Elaboration. You see that, mom? And I'm sorry, guys. I've been saying con mom instead of congrats mom. So I didn't know what was going on because I thought it's a shortcut of what?
It is actually. I say it because I think it's a shortcut.
Somebody corrected me and said, the reason why we think you're not changing is because you're still calling her, ma'am. I didn't know. I thought it's a shortcut of congrats mom. So it's fine. Congrats mom has beautiful heart, golden heart.
She do.
Yeah, she does. Why you lost English there? He said she do. It happens.
I asked that question.
It happens. Do? Yeah. And then what's this? Congrats, Dad. I almost said that. Yeah.
You.
Sure. Why did I bring this? So that's why you're laughing. Okay, let's delete. Scroll up. He's not gonna react anymore on IMR. King the Traveler stopped reacting on IMR. Kogmama will never react against IMR's family. Nobody's gonna react. It's gonna be Kenyans versus Kenyans. Kenyans always attack themselves, inciting violence against each other, and they'll continue being tribalistic. You know, they'll continue undermining each other. They'll continue bringing each other down. They'll continue killing each other. I asked him a question. He can't answer my question. Then he expects me to answer all his questions. He's got about 50 questions there, or 100 questions to ask me, but he can't answer one single question. I even asked a half question. It's not even the full question.
You
it's
listen to that interview.
I
You see, I've just taken a segment where I feel they need to address, where I feel majority of people would want also to know. And that kind of small synopsis or episode, it's going to answer the majority of questions that I've posted there above. You know, from the beginning, we see Cleo Bony is telling the podcast that your questions are so violent. Why do you want to instigate violence? Which is the kind of interview was already scripted in a manner that Amarwa was needed to be defamed. That's why if you look at the title itself does not reflect what is in the content. That he outsmarted us. That was a clickbait itself. Then in the content itself contains otherwise. Then Cleo Bony decided never to answer any negative questions. He refrained for it, particularly the question that pertains to Amarwa. And he called JT Podcast a hater. What were that questions? You see the question that JT Podcast is asking Cleo Bony that have you ever come across a beggar in this YouTube street? Cleo Bony told him stop being an instigator. That Cleo Bony even told him direct that you are so different with Amarwa. There are people who beg to enrich themselves. That is corruption. But there are people who is on a course on charity. That one is justified. And these are the things that most of the time we've been telling people this YouTube street. That the cause itself is justified. Even a beast is a beast, that's the same. But what makes the difference is that a black man in Africa, in Nyaboanze, is doing the same thing that Mr. Beats is doing, therefore a black man must be wrong. A black man must be indicted. That's what people now break the line. Cleo Bony told him face to face that stop being a hater and stop instigating things. That was well, cool, and fine. However, the other part that Cleo Bony now is coming to the positive reactors instead of a negative reactors where he was a pioneer was a very ugly part on his side. Why blame the positive reactors? For a matter of fact, where did the name positive reactors came by? Who gave it to us? It never came from us, nor from Amarwa. It came from the lazy gang themselves. They're the people who decided to throw that name itself. But in a game of reverse psychology, you must also accept things that are so positive in nature. That, okay, you call me this, I accept. That is me. So that you score or you underscore whatever you are being humiliated or is being thrown at you. Therefore, it was not an adjective that really came from the people, from the Amarwa's foot soldiers. We were known that Amarwa foot soldiers, not positive reactors. The positive reaction and reactor itself came from the negative gang who decided to brand us that name. That's not a matter of fact. We all know in this YouTube street, there's nothing like positive reaction and negative reaction. What makes it positive is like you're speaking good or you are in defense of a negative onslaught that was really launched against Amarwa. Which means I still believe there's nothing wrong if I decided to speak the truth, to demystify the false. And that is what negative reactors decided to fail jitters, because we were countering them with facts. So when the fact is being brought to the limelight, that alone itself is a positive thing. That well is so constructive that I will come and dismantle your lies with an evidence. First of all, I will play your negativity that you spill over. Then I will bring the real fact to demystify all your still but negative onslaught towards Amara. That is what we have been doing. That's what we are doing. But Cleo Bony is now feeling the heat, what Amara has been feeling, because people have turned against him. Because perhaps he was exposed and chased in Nyaboanze by David Jr. Now people have turned him as a bogeyman. It's on the other side of the receiving end, receiving all this kind of hatred and vexations. Now it's turned towards the positive reactors, because the positive reactors were calling him to be thrown out as well. The fact is, did the positive reactors lied? No, they never lied. You are chased, bro. You are chased. So these things of saying that positive reactors are stealing Amara's limelight, it's not there. No, it's not there or anywhere of your perception or what you could perceive against our negative general perception and status quo. Does not fit in. Does not fit in, guys. That alone made me vexed, and I decided to do an elaborative interview for close to 1 hour. And I posted 3 critical questions that were so controversial, including that one, because I wanted to know, why would we be branded that we are the people who are spreading negativity? We are not. We don't start this drama. The negative and the lazy gang that Cleo Bony started are the people spreading propaganda. Then, on seeing that, we decided to dispel their lies and their hypocrisy. If that one amounts to be negativity, therefore, I really wonder what Cleo Bony has taken or has snifted to be now coming for positive reactors. I know you're feeling jitters because what happened to you in Nyabo hands at the hands of David Jr., you never expected it. It is something that, that really caught you unawares. Why would you come for positive reactors? And then the very, very people whom you reacted with, the negative reactors, also came against you. Others even promised never to pick your calls. Video calls. Another thing that is also coming out, it's outrageous and very controversial statement that you said. You lost a lot of people and you lost your ex-girlfriend on trading. We also want to find out whether you are an item. What kind of relationship that you had with on trading? Was it love acquaintance? Or was it lasting? And how long this relationship lasted? Those are the questions that you must ask yourself. Guys, without further ado, let's dive in straight away to the interview going forward. Hey, hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing fine. This is Zach Senior calling. Hello.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. This is Zach Senior on the line. Am I speaking to Cleo Bony?
Apparently, it's not available.
I believe this is the number, and the name says Cleo Bony. Then who is on the line? Who is is on the receiving end?
It's a Kenyan it's a Kenyan lady.
You say it's a Kenyan lady. How is Nairobi? How is Nairobi, bro?
Nairobi is very wonderful.
Sure.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just having a lot of people working. They're really working hard.
Sure.
To try to make ends meet.
Sure.
Bustling and hustling.
Mm-hmm.
that's just amazing. I am learning a lot of things here. Yeah, I'm learning how to work hard in life.
You haven't found, you haven't eloped, or a lady from Nairobi hasn't eloped with you?
I'm so scared because people told me.
Sure.
They told me that I should be very, very careful.
Yeah, more so. Yeah, more so when when you're so new in a country, you must be very careful with anybody that comes close to you, because you don't know the intention. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. There's a standard operating procedure everywhere. Because you are not aware of who normally comes close to you with an intention or not. So, health-wise, security-wise, you must be very careful.
But this is very, a fantastic city.
Sure.
Called Nairobi.
Sure.
I think I really like this city.
Sure.
Of course, I will never come back here again.
Why?
But I'm gonna miss Nairobi city.
You gotta miss Nairobi city because of what? Because of a nightlife? Because of what?
I have not yet gone out. I've stayed indoors, not going out.
Okay. That is that is good to hear, though. That's good to hear. So, Cleo Bony, the reasons why I've called you, I brought to your attention of us having this interview, and I found it so fit that there are 3 questions, very importantly, that I want to ask you, of which, with your consent, of which it was approved, and I just want to do that. Now that you are in Kenya, and majority of people have known the reasons that brought you to Kenya, especially to Nyabo Anze, to this enigmatic man, Ayamarwa. You are also enigmatic in a kind of a way. There are 3 controversial questions that are coming in that majority of people, either they cannot decipher, or they are really misconstruing you big time and going forward. So the number 1 question after watching the T podcast, the point that is coming out is like you brought in the element of negative reactors and positive reactors. And several positive reactors have reacted about it because they were indicted on the T podcast. The biggest question, and so remorseful one, that lacked answers up to now: why were the positive reactors indicted in JT podcast? As in, what wrong did they do?
Yeah, that's sad.
Kindly.
Very sad.
No. Kindly, you can answer that. Kindly, I can hear you. Kindly, you can answer that.
Well, it's sad that I had to blame, and I had to play blaming game.
Sure.
Someone has to take a responsibility out there. If I cannot handle because of the pressure, I have to blame somebody. And that's what happens in life. You have to put the blame on someone else. So it's I think, to me, how to answer that.
Hello? 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 I lost him. I lost him now. I'm bringing him back. Hello?
I could hear you.
We lost each other. That's why I decided to call back again. Can we proceed?
I could hear you.
You can proceed.
Nobody was indicted or indicted because they were positive, or whether it was positive or negative reactors, but just like the nature of a human being, you will always try to blame others.
The reasons why I'm asking that, because if I go back and the record from JT podcast serves me well, there is a specific time like you came for positive reactors and you say that positive reactors are jealous of her, Marwa. The positive reactors, that there are almost 80% of the things that Amara does, but these things are not getting much hype from the positive reactors, while the positive reactors themselves have taken to maybe skyrocket what the negative sides are saying and putting into the limelight. So that one alone, it was an indictment on the positive reactor side of like, that's why I'm asking you that question. What did you mean per se with that sentiment? Because if you look at the internet now, most of the YouTube street, people are agitating. The positive reactors are agitating. And that's why I've taken it upon myself to come and really ask you that, because I wanted to know the background understanding on how really positive reactors failed. Kindly. Hello. Cleo Bony.
Did you watch the whole video?
Yes, I watched the whole video.
You watched the whole video, right?
Yes, up to the end.
Yeah, I had indicated
Yep.
that there's a character in that video. I say there is a character or characteristics of a positive YouTube reactor.
Sure.
Or whatever social platform.
Sure.
You must try to encourage other creators, not destroy other creators.
Sure.
A positive reactor, you're supposed to appreciate, or you're supposed to praise the effort or creativity or talent, not destroy it. You can do this in a very clean, great storytelling.
Sure.
I'm going to repeat. You can do this as a positive reactor to really have a clean, great storytelling. Very simple. It's not difficult. And it's like positive reactors or Team IMR, they were supposed to be positive and supportive community. Not just I am IMR's positive reactor, or I am a Team IMR, but you are negative in your reaction. It's a support. That's why it's positive. Support community. You sort of enjoy the positive discussions instead of drama. A positive reactor does not pursue drama. does not pursue drama at all. The positive reactor pursue peace building, constructive feedback. Once again, constructive feedback. If you notice there is something that I should improve, you should be helping me to improve that and explain it respectively. But if you watch all those videos that are still out there, reacted by positive reactors, they have not been respectfully. They have not been respected. They haven't respected me at all, but they expect to be respected. So that's not a celebration. They celebrate violence. They want to achieve violence. They want to achieve negative reaction. That's what they're doing. When you react, you should be excited. You should try to succeed, not fail. You should not be too much of an impressive. Try to impress the subscribers and assuming that subscribers, because if you are the owner of that channel, you are the owner of that channel, the subscribers, you're like a DJ. A DJ watches how the people are dancing, then you flow with it. But you should understand that you prepared your tracks that you're gonna play. You don't just play things just because of stuff. So you need to balance that. So as a positive reactor should focus more on inspiration. And I have been inspiring people since I came here. I have been inspiring people. I have been inspiring many YouTubers. Others were not even reacting. They've started reacting. I have inspired Americans that are now reacting. I have inspired Jamaicans, Caribbeans. Now they're reacting.
Now
I've given them jobs. I've motivated them. I have mentored them.
Now
I have inspired them. But in their reaction, it's about negative.
Now
I am not saying I am perfect. My mistake. I apologize to positive and negative reactors. I'm apologizing to you for blaming you.
Koza,
I blamed you. You pressured me.
Can I? You know, the only conundrum in all this story is like, we feel the indictment because if you follow the kind of reaction most of the time that we do most, remember there are people who came within the precincts of the positive reactors. They whenever they found us, they just came because others once knew. How do you feel, or what can you say if somebody comes and say the opposite of what Amara does? Then as Zaxinia, I come and said, this is not what Amara does. You are really misleading people. Then I decided to give in a receipt of what Amara does, and I juxtapose it to what you are saying to be lies. What is negative about that?
Good. Before I can answer,
there is nothing negative about that, right?
Yes. Please make your question very short.
What I'm saying,
answer you.
What I'm saying, if at all somebody is spewing lies in the name of reaction, most so the negative reactors likes most of the lies, then I spot a lies. And I decided to disparage that kind of lies with an evidence that is well documented and recorded from Amara's video. Then I decided to compare and contrast the two on the video. A negative spewing lies of what Amara never said. Then comparing and contrasting the two will bring in the difference. So what is so negative about doing the same thing?
Oh, all right. Before I can answer that question, can you please tell me, are you a Amara's herder? or your MRS positive reactor?
I do analysis. And these things of positive reactors, I don't know where it came from, because the name itself, we were given these names by the negative reactors, that these are the positive reactors. It never came from MRO, it never came from us. We were branded, but we gladly accepted it. Just because we were saying, because we were in defense of MRO, not because of bad things, we are in defense of the good thing that MRO is doing. Like, for example, Amara takes people to school. Then people coming and telling that Amara never takes anybody to school, that money Amara puts in the pocket. So when I give a video to rebuttal the lies within the YouTube street, the name came in simultaneously.
The question here is, who needs the psychology? Who needs a psychiatrist? Who needs a psychiatrist?
Unless the diagnosis is done. If you know where the problem is, then
that's what I'm trying to say. That the problem that we have on our continent, Zach Senior, sir.
Kindly.
The problem that we have, that we are born and made up of negativity. That's the worst attitude that we have. We are obsessed of and we are possessed of. So the word negative does not leave even that person claims to be. Who's a liar? If a person says I'm positive reactor, but you are fueling, negativity. So who's lying? Who's mad? Who's crazy? Who needs a doctor? Who needs a psychiatrist? So I never played blame game, but I know in some of the videos I went off track and I was a bit pressured. And I said, because that's why I was asking you a question, if you understand, if you are a positive reactor, because there's no such a thing in practice by our own people. Because, like I said, a positive reactor is a supportive and encouraging. But all those people claiming to be positive reactor, they are lying. They are just stealing the limelight from Ayamara. They just want to be seen in they tag Ayamara on their title. It's just they are thieves. They are deceiving. They are coming, like how do you say, sheepskin. So it should be discouraged, disqualified, if anybody would call himself positive reactor. The negative reactors, they're not even negative reactors. Perhaps they just don't know how to be critical, to be critique. Even you, Zach Senior, do you want people not to criticize you? You want to live in a world where nobody can critique.
Criticism
so that they can build you up.
Yeah, criticism is part of life. What really
is part of life. You need that challenges. You need challenges in your life, and that's what the brother Ayamara sir does. He just continues when all these people are giving him all the challenges, criticizing him. He keeps perfecting himself, and he keeps doing well, and he keeps focusing on what's important. But if the ground is clean, then I guess you start relaxing.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to say is, you've already answered that question you are asking me about positive and negative reactor. We need to analyze. We need the skills of analysis. We have a problem on this continent, even in so many ways. People don't know how to analyze. We don't have analysis. We wait for the Westerners to teach us how to analyze, to give us the skills of analysis. But they are thinking that's analysis over there.
So we
need to sharpen. We need to sharpen, our ways of how to analyze the situation. instead of just bombing and throwing bombs, just like what Americans does, and dramatizing it. You can still make your video to be watched by many viewers, even if but there's a way you can take. No, it's not always about drama. It's not always about chaos. So chaos theory of positive reactors trying to create chaos and think that the viewers will come. You get stuck at you have the same viewers every time. Of course, my videos gave a lot of people a lot of views, but I don't think it will sit well with your heart. That is why a lot of people wants to change. So that's why a lot of people want to change. So clouds is what they think that's how you make money.
Now, the reasons why you see how things unfold the way they do, it is because of the negativity that have rented the airspace, more so within the YouTube space. So, there's this saying about the force. The force is equal, pressure is equal to force over area. So it depends on how force is applied, then the reaction will come. So
absolutely.
Yeah. So when you really figure out that, the genesis of the positive reaction really came and premised on how the negative side were reacted, because more so on the defamatory, more so on the inflammation, and more so of the reputational dent. That's why we decided, like, no, what is happening? We really need to focus on what these people are saying. More so the lazy gang. It's the group that you started because you are a pioneer, the lazy gang. That's when we now started saying, because I used to call you reprobates. A reprobate is somebody, whether you see this color is white, but you have the reasons to believe that this color is not white, this color is black, and you have reasons for it. So that one makes somebody so reprobative that, and you have following, it's so cultic, and people believe, so radical, that this is not color white, this is red, and they believe to it. So that's what we decided to do. The positive reaction. Like, I will simply not copy paste, but I want it to be authentic. That, for example, if Amora said ABC, therefore it is ABC. It's not XYZ that lazy gang are saying.
Yeah.
That's why we juxtapose not to copy anyone, but to just let the truth. No, this XYZ that is being said by negative reactors, Amora never said XYZ, Amora said ABC. So the context might differ. Again, question 2. How do you feel that you are reacted upon to the point that you are now blaming the positive reactors? Because now what really made you come to lament and agitate towards negative positive reactors is like you are reacted upon after what you refer as a brute force you are met with by David Jr. and you are bungled out from their compound. So what really do you feel? And you compare that one and contrast that one, how Amaro used to feel by the time you had a pioneer group, Lazy Gang, the COQ, trolling to Amara. What can you say about the whole scenario?
Okay, cool. So, man, I am a very professional, professional analysis. But if I have to do, self-assessment, I would say that it's painful. It's painful that you wake up in the morning, not even wake up in the morning, but each day you wake up in the morning, you come across a video and you see your name, you see a picture on it, a repeated picture. And certain people, they even use the AI to make very, very, I don't know, clickbait thumbnail. And you ask yourself, your face is looking so evil that moment,
And they call you to be, you are not having your mental faculties together.
Yeah. That one is there repeatedly. Those ones actually that are very, those people who are saying that, I think we together, we know each other, we're in the same team. We are all mad and crazy people. We're mentally ill because now we can see, monkeys will laugh at each other all the time. Monkeys will just laugh at each other. They're all monkeys, and that's what happens on this planet, on this continent. So I felt this psychological damage because they are damaging. They're making me like I'm a psychotic, but they're still calling me psychotic. They are making me a mad guy, crazy guy, and they're still calling me crazy guy.
I get you.
Even I apologize several times. So when I look at, that's why I'm saying that the only person that I'm learning that knows how to deal with this. Because I was asking myself a question. I asked Amara, sir, a question. I said, how do you deal with this? How? Because I cannot, within 6 hours, within 6 hours of the videos that came, started reacting, I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't sit down, I couldn't do anything.
It is irreparable.
So I started realizing, exactly. I was wondering, how does he deal with this? Because I cannot deal with it.
I get you.
I feel like digging a big hole. So I was wondering, when you say bad things to a child, when you say bad things to somebody, when you want to beat up somebody, do you know how it feels, how embarrassing that is?
Sad.
Just from the way you have structured your question,
sure.
Elaboratively, from David Jr. to Ayamara, how do I feel all this criticism right now? Yes. It's very, very painful. It's so embarrassing. So how does Ayamara, sir, deal with this situation every day of his life, and how his family deal with all this every day? For 3 to 4 years of such receiving end,
being a boogeyman.
Absolutely. So it's very painful for me. Then how? That's the thing that I realize that when you say bad things to people, when you say bad things to people, and you must put yourself in their shoes.
Sure.
And now I've put myself in their shoes, like literally, I'm wearing their shoes.
Yeah,
I mean, you've seen it for the past week. Everybody stopped talking about all these people, and they started talking about me.
And now that you are sympathizing and empathizing with them in equal measures, can you?
I'm just one person.
Now.
See, all my family, they were sharing this. They were sharing.
Yes.
I was sharing this criticism, but now I'm just one. I got nobody to share with.
Now, let me interject. Now that you are into their shoes, you're sympathizing and empathizing with them at the same time. Is Amara justified? Is Amara justified to have ever acted to file a legal suit or dragging these people to the corridor of justice? What is your take on that? Because the reasons why I'm asking you this question, Amaro has been turned to a body bag and being punched in Nyabanza in the village, that is threatening people with the police, is taking people to court, which means is the one creating the problem. He is a rabble rouser. Do you agree to that, or is it justified to do that?
Of course, I just didn't mention that, but I am preparing.
Okay. Proceed.
That's why I got almost every video of those people, every video.
So you mean you want also to go and file a legal suit?
Yes.
Guys,
not I want.
It is very expensive. Where are you going to get all this kind of money? It's very expensive.
I've started low
I'm losing you in the call.
I studied international law.
Pardon? You study international law.
Okay, can you hear me? I studied law. I also did international law.
Uh-huh.
I am a foreign
affairs, huh? I'm losing you. I'm losing you again. Oh, I've lost Cleo Bony. I've lost Cleo Bony. Let me get him back. I've lost Cleo Bony, guys. Hello, I lost you.
I am a foreign entity.
Sure.
Yes, I'm a foreign actor. So once people from Kenya react against me, then it's something to do with international law.
I get you.
But besides that, I've already started filing papers.
Okay.
That I have a video. I have receipts. I have got all the pieces of because already you can see the family of IMR has really forgiven me, but people are still slandering, taking their chances in the at my own expense. So I've started already, filing papers, putting papers together and all that. Then from there, I'm interpreting the law of Kenya when it comes to this social media. It's gonna be heavy because everybody else is gonna be picked up from wherever they are. Yes, they're gonna be picked up, and then they have to explain, and we're gonna have to look at their videos that they did about me and how much money they made out of this kind of a laughing stock punchback.
I get you. Now you are on that road,
So, yes, I know I have. It's gonna be more painful than IMR's. IMR is soft, very soft.
Yeah.
But mine is not. It's not gonna be very soft.
Amaro has got a good heart. Sometimes he forgives these people. Then he said, we belong in the same community. I sympathize with you. So sometimes we withdraw cases, but again, backfires to him again. The same people.
So it's very unfortunate that I will have to take this. I shall take this stand.
Now, the last question, but not least. The last question, but not least. This one is so controversial. You mentioned in JT podcast that you've lost friends. And what really agitates you most, that makes you so livid, is you lost your girlfriend who is on trending. So, girlfriend in which way? Because other people might interpret maybe you are an item. You're having some kind of sexual arrangement? Come clean, my brother.
Yeah. Very well. Have you watched On Trending? Hasn't she said I'm an ex?
He said you are an ex.
Yes. So what more? Why is it when I say it carries more impact?
Now
it has got more impact when I talk about it. Did I start it? Am I the one who started it?
So
did you heard? You first heard it from On Trending, right? So me, I'm just verifying. Me, I'm just confirming.
So the issue of the matter is you confirming it. Now it brings weight because people are waiting. You confirm because maybe sometimes On Trending might just rant just because of the views, but you coming and confirming it from the men. Now it's added weight and people now asking question. So you mean these things were true? These two people were an item, or it was just kind of a slogan?
Am I not allowed to fall in love with a woman? Virtually. I have never made this. I have never made On Trending in person, so we haven't sexually had sex at all. It was a relation. Yes, me and On Trending, we had a relationship. We were in a relationship for 2 days in a love acquaintance.
Love acquaintance.
Our relationship started. Yes, so we had a relationship in only 2 days. It lasted in 2 days. But that was actually my first and the longest relationship with a woman.
Love acquaintance. Hey. This is very deep.
2 days.
Okay.
We were in a relationship for 2 days. She was my first girlfriend and my last girlfriend, which lasted only in 2 days in a love acquaintance.
What happened?
You should ask her. It was only 2 days. Our relationship was 2 days. That's my longest relationship in my life. On training was only my longest relationship in my life. My longest relationship, I've never been in a relationship. My longest relationship was with her in 2 days. So she already told you guys that I'm her ex.
So simply you had interest towards her, but you've never met anywhere.
Yes, we were in a relationship.
So you never deeply involved. You never deeply involved in any romantic pleasantry, right?
What is a relationship, Mr. Zach, sir?
Relationship is a unification between two or more people with a common objective. It could be intimacy, it could be business, it could be a lot of things, etc.
This is a romantic relationship that lasted in 2 days. And my first and my last relationship with a woman.
The word you're using is love acquaintance.
Yes.
That's the main subject here, which means you never deeply involved in a romantic interest.
No, we were deeply in love.
Pardon? Losing you again?
But we never met in person.
Oh, okay, I get you. Because people were wondering, they wanted to know, you mean all these things. Oh, that's why she was referring you my ex-boyfriend. So you confirming it, people are like, hey, you mean, so these people are an item.
It's very unique relationship because it lasted in 2 days, and that's my longest relationship.
Yeah, it happens.
That I will ever remember.
Yeah, it happens. It happens sometimes.
Yeah.
It happens.
No, it's unique. It doesn't happen. It's just unique.
because it had happened to you. That's why I'm referring to it. Sometimes it happens. Not always. Not common.
Yeah.
Maybe because you also.
Not common. Yeah.
Now, what is the message you're having to David Jr., Congress Mom and Congress Dad?
Young people, I want you guys to take it to appreciate the youth of this world.
Sure.
I want you guys to appreciate the respect the youth of this world, because the youth of this world doesn't have a deep analysis, deep assessment. That's why the youth can be shot at by the government, by brutal police. Because the youth, you can just go on the street. They don't evaluate, they don't assess the situation. So what I'm trying to say is that he does not lack that, but because he's still young and he still doesn't understand how difficult the situation is, and he just uses how he feels that moment. So we're just appreciating the youth by doing this. He is just one of the youth. It's just like, what would you do if he was David Jr. and you were you were in the same age, you were the same age as David Jr. and I was known to have spent 3 months or 4 months, to do these reaction videos and stuff. He's young. He's gonna basically understand this. It's gonna happen to him. He's gonna do the same thing to other people as well. He's gonna hurt and harm people as he grows up. David Jr. is not a saint. He's gonna destroy other people's lives in future. But when he grows old, he may be a changed person, just like I have changed. But sometimes they say, if your uncle or your father is like this, you're also going to be like that. But people do change. People do change. So just don't dwell much on the young men. There are many youth out there. I was one of the people when I was in primary school. We brought down the dictator of one of the. I was so young. I remember I could have died. They could have killed me with the bullets.
I heard it when you said in JT podcast. The banda.
Yeah, I was one of the people that brought the fees must fall in South Africa. Most of my videos are out there. If you say fees must fall,
I've seen it. I've seen them.
Cleo, yes,
I watched.
I have changed to South Africa. I'm one of the people that are changes. People that have changed. We have stopped the people to pay school fees, and now people should go to university. I'm one of the people. I'm one of the people that brought the whole dictator down. I'm one of the people. I'm one of the people that was kidnapped by the white people. Do you know how it feels like when white South Africans, white Afrikaners, kidnaps you and puts you in their car and are beating you up with those big arms and big legs? Do you know how it feels? The only time you're going to understand is when you are in my shoes. Do you know how it feels like when there are these American people that are following me because I'm talking about people that should write their own books, and with that advice that came to Namibian government and they decided to snap me and say that I'm a spy, I'm an intelligent agent, I breached the national security of Namibia. Look at me. How can I breach the security of Namibia? How is that possible? I was there for 300 days.
And let me tell you, my brother.
I was there.
Let me tell you, my brother. Any government agency who are so smart will apprehend you and bangle you behind the bus, because they cannot fathom how you can really navigate within the security corridors. Then you reach the president of Namibia. That alone is a tragedy. It's like enigmatic. It's an enigmatic. Any government they will. Because it's not very easy to get close to the president, and you navigate. Huh?
I have been with the president of Namibia. Is that one? There was another president that I've been with in Angola. So they know me. It's not like they don't know me. They know me. They know me. I've helped that country. I've helped that country with their reading culture. It's there. Namibia, in the TV, the newspapers have written about me in that country. They know me. The intelligence is always running. It's always profiling and streaming people. And they're profiling people. And it starts from the border. They knew who I was. It's just perhaps the opposition parties wanted to use me. And because I was talking about take out all the libraries, all the books from the library, the books reading by Americans. That's the whole idea. Before I was with them. The information people from intelligence, they were there when I was doing a workshop with the librarians in Windhoek. I was doing the workshop to say take out all the books from America out of this Namibian, what you call Windhoek library. Take all these national library. Take out all these books out of. We need the Namibian writers. There's so many stories about us and in the direction that we're taking.
Okay.
And those things happened. Remember, our own governments can kill you because they've been paid to thwart your vision. I'm a Black Consciousness member. I am ANC member, African National Congress member.
There is something cropping up. There is something crop up.
Come again?
Did you watch Kung Fu Fanta video that he posted like 1 hour ago?
No, I haven't watched that guy Kung Fu Fanta. I haven't watched.
He's talking. He's talking something that you wanted him to join you in other groups, which he felt so controversial. Then he decided not. And again, he's telling the masses. He's telling the masses that you are a dangerous man. That people should not trust you. Because he didn't trust you.
Oh, no. That one is an agent. He's an American agent.
He's an American agent.
Leave him alone.
So you are confirming. And also,
agent from America, and he's interested in he specializes on this social media and stuff. Leave him like that. You know, he's interested in this. Us, you know, we're not interested. We don't talk about the issues.
The question is, if Kukufanta was an agent and you also people calling you a spy, does it mean you are also an agent?
Yeah, so it takes a spy to catch another spy. It takes another dangerous man to catch another dangerous man. Man, this is not, you know what I'm talking about. Why? You should reverse the intelligence here. If a person is analyzing but it's not in your country, you know very well. The police.
Have you watched this series called Salt? Salt.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
You go watch it. So you'll see. Even with the world order that's going now with the Iranian and US fighting, Salt. You'll see how people infiltrate. You'll see. It's all about. It's amount to.
That's what I'm saying.
Sure. Proceed.
That gentleman. You see how he analyzes things. You know, he digs. He should be arrested. He digs. Do you know any government, when government sees that this guy is a tourist, or he's got a wife from Kenya, whatever, but he doesn't do what husband of a Kenyan lady, instead he digs. His job is to dig because that's his profession. He digs. He investigates all the time.
So in this your group, that you people form the lazy gang. So this your group.
That gentleman you are talking about.
In this
gentleman that you are talking about. That gentleman you are talking about has been digging and digging and digging. He keeps digging. He keeps digging and digging because he knows the videos that I was talking about. American books should be what? Out of the library. He knows all that.
It's talking about again.
And after leaders, he writes a report. He writes intelligence report. That guy.
Is telling us again. It's telling us again that one of the things that also was off, apart from you wanting him to join you in this black consciousness that he refused, you're also advocating for LGBTQ. That's something that was off to him.
Nobody recruited him. He was imposing himself. He wanted to take over COQ. He was begging.
Oh, I get you.
He was begging to join.
I get you.
I didn't know Kufu. I know Kufu Fanta. I knew him when he was begging.
Okay. It was begging what?
Tell him.
It was begging what?
Tell him and tell him not to ever come to Africa.
In the context.
He must remain. He must take care of our American drug addicts. The drug addicts in New York City. He must take care of those people. Those are the people that he needs to try to help them. Tell him to go back to America. Leave Africa alone. And leave Africans out of his mouth.
We saw.
Leave us alone.
Now that is number one. We saw also one of your COQ lady called Carol said, if you dare try calling her, he will not even pick up the call. What do you make of that?
Who called her? I never called her Carol. And I mean, look, you're talking about that lady is a nice lady. You know, she's a nice lady, whatever, things like that. You should take care of people. Don't always, you know what? Don't leave Carol on training alone. You know, leave them. They're Kenyans, okay? We will accept them in whatever other conditions, under any conditions. We'll leave them alone. They are our sisters.
So you're confirming that
let's see here.
Yes.
Don't make us fight. Let's build this. Let's not fight. Let's not let foreigners fight, divide us.
Okay. What are you making of Nairobi teacher who called you to be a madman?
This gentleman, Nairobi teacher.
He's also a teacher like you.
Yeah, but look, you know what? There's a lack of money in Kenya. People are trying to make $5, $100, $50. People are trying to make money here. Mr. Zach Senior, Let these people make money out of my name. Let them do it. Let them do it. Don't thwart them. Don't stop them. Let them keep criticizing me. Let them, make their videos. Let them go to work. Let them increase. They have families to feed. They have to look after their children and all that.
I get you.
Yeah, you got. I'm not gonna. I watch his videos. I watch your videos. I watch everybody's videos and all that. I watch all these people's videos. But there's a way you have to troll. That trolling. What are they doing? They're trolling at me. They're trolling, for the crowds. And of course, they're trolling. Some of them, they call me. They tell me that, my man, I know I criticize you, but it's all about money. I need to make money. I've got a kid to feed.
Oh, okay.
They call me.
Okay,
even those negative reactors, even those positive reactors, the positive reactors, they call me. They said, "Well, I've got nothing against you, man. I just want to make money, man. Don't take it too hard."
Okay.
They call me.
I
They
got
send me messages. So I understand. They want to make money, The positive reactors, they want to make money. Mr. Zexer, people don't have money. They don't have a transport. Tonight they have to buy eggs. They have to buy eggs and potatoes so they can feed their children. That's why we don't want foreigners to get involved in our situations here in Africa. We are trying to deal with this.
Now the last question. The last question before we call it a wrap.
I'm creating jobs. I'm creating jobs for these people. I've indirectly created jobs and I've brought revenues. Some people have got a lot of people, others got 11,000, others 6,000, others 5,000 views. I have created revenues. I have actually worked hard than even the Department of Labor of Kenya. I have in a short period of time, within a week, I have created jobs. I have brought revenues in dollars. American dollars.
That is too much.
To the people. Yes, I have created. So the government of Kenya should be thanking me. They should give me a Nobel Peace Prize. I deserve to have a Nobel Peace Prize. I have indirectly done this that nobody else has ever done within a week, within a short period of time. Something that the government hasn't been able to.
The last question before we wrap up.
I'm still expecting an award. I'm still expecting an award from you guys.
In due course. The nomination will be forwarded. Then people will have to vote. That's how it's done. Then, if you imagine the winner, of course,
please find people to vote because I have done so much. You can see the people's videos has generated a lot of revenues.
Now,
I have worked hard.
Now,
for my Kenyan people.
As we wrap up this conversation, the last question: which is this best literature book that you love reading and why?
You mean the literature book?
Yes.
Nah, I used to read a lot. I used to read Googies. I used to read.
Googie what
I don't read anymore though. Things Fall Apart. Actually, Things Fall Apart is one of the best.
So
books.
that I did that one in Things Fall Apart. I did it in high school. That's one of the novels I did in high school. Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe, of the Nigerian guy. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I did it.
I did it at university, in what you call English literature and grammar.
Yeah.
English literature.
Us in Kenya, we normally do them in high school from 3 and from 4. So it's one of the short stories that we did. So things fall apart.
But now we want
A Man of the People by Chinua Achebe. No.
Oh yeah. Oh, but see, Man of the People, I think it's one of the greatest books, man.
Yeah. I also wrote that. I also read that. But me, the book that I love most, the literature one, the Art of War, by this military. It was talking about the Shanzu, that although in Shanzu, but the writer is by George Green, The 48 Laws of Powers. I like the principle in it.
Mr. Zexer.
Yes.
Mr. Zexer, Senior.
Yeah.
Is it possible for you to encourage Kenyans and encourage people from East Africa, encourage them to write books, in the many books?
The problem is not, listen, Cleo Bony, the problem is not writing. There is very many write-ups that have been, that is there and available for Kenyans locally. The problem, this book are never featured anywhere. You find majority of people have written books. They are trying. Follow this gentleman called Kibe. Andrew Kibe has written several books, but nobody wants to buy it because people are saying, you are just like me, why should I buy your books? They're there. Yeah, like follow this guy from our side, Professor Patrick Lumumba.
I see the Kenyans
wrote several books.
I see the Kenyans don't, Mrs. Exer, yes. I've seen even the Kenyans, they don't buy from the shops. They don't buy from the shops by Kenyans. They buy from Somali shops.
Yeah, because they're cheap.
I see here a lot of people,
because they're cheap.
Told me, this guy, the Kenyans told me, people don't come to us. They go to foreigners' shops.
Prices. I
said, oh, wow.
Prices. They're not doing that one because of hate, because of the chief. So, the Somali, they bring in bulk, maybe from China, and the Chinku things, more of them are affordable. So people would prefer to going to China Square, to buy from the wholesale rather than buying from these small retail shops. And that's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now so you guys should fix up this problem. If you see a problem, don't you think it's it's good and it's important to look at the problem and find solution to the problem? You don't just look at it and continue with their life. What is wrong? There's something wrong with our brains, I guess. You know the problems, but you don't work on having solutions. You let foreigners to find solutions for you.
No.
You let Kung Fu Fanta to tell you to warn you against me.
It's right.
Kung Fu Fanta from America and come to Africa and warn you guys Africans against me. Isn't this what Americans are good at?
Kung Fu Fanta, it's fine.
Are good at this, man. They taught Libyans that Mama Gaddafi is bad for you.
Cleo Bony. At this moment,
American government, listen. American government has been supporting apartheid.
Cleo Bony.
In South Africa.
Cleo Bony.
American government.
Cleo Bony.
Companies have been supporting
racism
policies, racist policies in South Africa for a very long time.
Cleo Bony, at this moment, we need to wrap.
Global companies.
We need to wrap this conversation going forward. Thank you very much for giving me time and granting this interview to Ensu. I believe you're good to go and you're safe where you are, and I pray for your peace and your safe landing when you get back to Joburg. So may God bless you abundantly on your journey, Mrs.
You too.
Bye.
You too. And my last words. Don't divide us. We are the same people. We are one. Whether you are bad or good, we are one.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, we are one. Let's build this continent and stop fighting, and let's not wait for foreigners to tell us what to do.